Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports, built into the side of a mountain. You literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Making the adjustment. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Had to force that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Sells to run, looking to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, You already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Second down to the air. Unleashes one. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. A sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And he avoids the sack.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, going to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He's changing the play. They'll give it to Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On third down, here's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Sun Devils looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker. He's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short behind the game. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Defense might bring the house here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Butler. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Just smothered on the play.
What you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right side, it's Scott. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab.
First down. Roughing the pass.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Oh, he You just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Wants to go up top on second down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. That's caught. It's Myers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking for running room. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his target. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Second down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play.
Iron! Circuit!
Drops back on 1st down. Reels it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Turning it on. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Scott. Got a little space. Maybe a crease. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense all over him.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great Great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down, gonna throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's gonna change things up against this defensive look. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Guys?
Holly will see what kind of problems that might cause. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him. Still on his feet at the 45. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Robinson. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Butler. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the North Dakota State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown ASU! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Scott. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Second down, gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Finch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Sun Devils peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Under pressure. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Out wide left, it's Butler. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the week.